We once again taken the log of that because we want to report it back in LEQ or in decibels, and then of course you take it by multiplying by 20. So the instrument is already giving you data into an Excel sheet, and as I've shown you, you can quite easily set up 2 columns in that Excel sheet where you first take the anti-log, bring it back to sound pressure levels instead of decibels to the normal units, and then do an averaging, once again take conversion to decibels, you got the LEQ over the entire time frame. So once you've got an integrating sound level meter, then it becomes possible to work out that L day and L night. This is what I wanted to bring to your attention, that if you want to comply with CPCB's requirements, A, you want an LEQ reading, which means you need an integrating sound level meter. B, if you want to work out L day and L night, then essentially you require a recording instrument, which would also be able to give you those records. It could be 1 minute interval, it could be 10-minute interval, it could be 1 hour interval, whatever. But ultimately, from those 1 hour or 1 minute or 10-minute values, you have to work out that 16-hour value for L day or whatever 8-hour value for L night. So that is not so difficult to do, particularly if you've got an Excel sheet doing it for you, you're not doing it in a tedious manner. Okay.
So जो recorded है 1 minute का interval उससे कम नहीं है सर, the minimum recorded value is
सर मेरे इंस्ट्रूमेंट में अभी नहीं है उससे कम, बट स्टॉप टू थिंक अबाउट व्हाट डू यू नीड इट फॉर. आप उससे कम क्या करेंगे?
Suppose to monitor in airport.
To monitor an airport, yes, this is not the appropriate instrument.
That's what.
But if you are doing a community measurement near an airport, a colony around the airport, yes, this is the appropriate instrument. But airport, aircraft noise on the airport, no, this is not the appropriate instrument. Okay, so let's get back to that presentation. Is there anything else that you want to see? Yes, there's one thing more about exceedance curves. A lot of times we need to work out that what was the percentile exceedance or percentile that those numbers are there. I think I have another slide on that, just one. Yeah. We often use these numbers L10, L40, somebody uses L90. What are these numbers? L40, L50, L90. Sometimes there are also instruments that you say that I can read L50, I can read L90. What does that L50, L90 mean? Can somebody help me? What is this L50, L90, L10? LEQ we've got. Yes, you've given me a very good answer last time.
L10 is the loudness. This is 10% time greater than that value.
Our friend is quite a good expert on sound levels. So what he says is that L10 implies that for 10% of the time, what was the LEQ level we were exceeding? This is what L10 says. L50 would say for 50% of the time, what was the LEQ level that you are exceeding? Okay, so just loudness wali baat mat kariye, LEQ wali baat kariye, but that's all, that was slightly wrong. So instead of percent, we will sometimes say what is a percentile, and you have to actually work out the percentiles. And this exceedance curve seems to be getting in the way all the time. This exceedance curve, I don't know whether you are able to read it clearly. There is this line that you see here. You see this red sort of a line here? This is what we are talking of as an exceedance plot. My software allows you to generate an exceedance plot, and those of you who are interested, we can show that to you separately. But essentially from the software, we've been able to plot out for you a curve which shows for the recorded data